Shalom. Kol Halayim La Yahweh, Bahashim, Yahweh Shai, Bahashim, Rakakwadash. Double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone. Peace and blessings to the hopeful elect, to the Akim doing the work in truth and sincerity, as well as the few Akwat that listen and learn. This is Brother Shawar with another lesson through the spirit and power of Yahweh Bahashim, Yahweh Shai. And don't want to make this too long, but it was on my spirit to get into this that, the wicked is reserved for the day of destruction. And the wicked is who? Esau, Edom, the so-called white man. The powers that be, which is really the elite banking families, which is more specifically the Amalekites, which is the head tribe of the Edomites, the so-called Jews, the JOOs, the small hats, whatever you want to call them, the imposters. That is the wicked, and the Lord has their number, and there's other camps and other people that say the apostles and elders of Great Millstone and the brothers of Great Millstone are fearmongers, but that's correct, because one, the scriptures tell us that the fear of the Lord is the beginning of wisdom, and it also tells us in Isaiah 33:6 that wisdom and knowledge shall be the stability of thy times. And the fear of the Lord is, matter of fact, let's get it real quick. So this is Isaiah 33:6, and it reads, "And wisdom and knowledge shall be the stability of thy times, and strength of salvation. The fear of the Lord is his treasure," right? So this is what's going to get us through, is this wisdom, knowledge, and understanding, and ultimately fearing Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shai, understanding that he's in control, right? But on the flip side of that, because we know, Jacob's trouble is upon us, man. The perilous times, and a time like never before since there was a nation, is coming very soon. The Lord is getting ready to blow this thing wide open with, Esau. All Esau has to do is really, one more big event, or big crisis or whatever, and this thing is it's gonna be a giant snowball effect, straight to the MOTB, to the destruction, to the missiles. Right? So to fear the Lord is what's gonna keep us on that straight gate. And that starts from now. But like I said, on the flip side of knowing that Jacob's trouble is coming, knowing the destruction is coming in perilous times, you have to understand that Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shai is in control. And Jake, it really comes down to a lack of faith, because these other Israelite groups don't really push, the fear of the Lord like that. They push the commandments, and even though that's not how we're going to be saved, but, they don't push the fear of the Lord and having faith that the Lord is in control, man. The Lord, the Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shai, is controlling the left hand and the right hand side of this story, the righteous and the wicked. So these devils are not going to win, with this. They're going to try and set up this digital system. They're going to bring the MOTB. The prophecies are going to play out as they, as they are written. But what else is written, man? Their downfall is written. The victory of the Israelites, starting with the elect, is written through Yahweh Shai. So let's get this in Job 21 and start at 29, and it reads, "Have ye not asked them that go by the way, and do ye not know their tokens, that the wicked is reserved to the day of destruction? They shall be brought forth to the day of wrath. Who shall declare his way to his face? And who shall repay him what he have done?" And that's the Lord. So the wicked, they're reserved, man. Just like there's 2/3 of Israel, pursuing to Zechariah 13:8, that's reserved for death, destruction, for the unwillingness to repent, for their disobedience. This is the same way that the wicked is reserved to lose. The same way, the elect is reserved, the hopeful elect is reserved to be delivered from the destruction coming. It's the same thing. The Lord is in control of both sides, man. And, we got to have faith in this. Again, this is just the main thing, is that's what's going to get us through, is faith, man. Hardcore faith. right? And that's what these other camps are not really pushing on Jake, man. They're not pushing the right spirit, because the law, and brothers go into this all the time, the law is not what's going to save us. We can't keep the law perfectly. We're rehearsing the righteous acts right now. We're under grace because of Yahweh sacrifice, so you try to keep the law to the best of your ability. It's a rehearsal though, but again, we're in captivity. The law is not what's going to save us. We cannot keep it. And we would all be dead if we were under the standard of the first covenant. And this is the point of Yahweh sacrifice, this grace period, and then the new covenant, the second covenant. Right? But that's another lesson for another day. So it's really faith and obedience that's what's going to get us through, man. And ultimately just being ordained from the foundations of the earth, being a part of that number. Which, again, you have to have faith and put on the elect to even, it's faith, man. It's just faith. But the point is, the Lord is in control, right? So let's go to the book of Proverbs 16 and start at the top. And it reads, the preparations of the heart in man and the answer of the tongue is from the Lord. All the ways of man are clean in his own eyes, but the Lord weigheth the spirits. Commit thy works unto the Lord, and thy thoughts shall be established. The Lord hath made all things for himself, yeah, even the wicked for the day of evil. So the Lord is controlling everything, man. The Lord is the puppet master to everything you see going on. Me making this lesson, brothers making lessons. The scriptures talk about the Lord sanctions the death of a sparrow. Every death you see, Isaiah 45:7, I create peace, or I form the light, I create darkness. I, the Lord, do all these things. Roughly paraphrasing. I know I'm leaving a part out, but the point is, the Lord is in control of everything you see, man. And that includes these devils and what they're doing. They think, because look, what did we just read? Proverbs 16:2. All the ways of man are clean in his own eyes, but the Lord weigheth the spirit. So, to men, to us, it feels like, we're doing our own thing and we're in control and whatnot. But really, the Lord is in control. But a spiritual man, a man of the Lord, understands this. So they fear and they believe in the Lord. And they trust in the Lord. Right? But these devils and, these world leaders, these unelected world leaders, these elite banking families, they're the ones controlling everything. But who's really controlling everything? It's Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai. He's putting the spirit on them to do what he wants them to do in order for the prophecies to come to pass how it is written. Right? And this is something, once you understand this, it helps you cope and maneuver through the spirit just much better. Because there's a lot of people, a lot of people see all the information coming out. They see the digital system being set up, they see the famine coming, the food shortages. They see all these, terrible things coming down the pipe. But they have no understanding and no faith, and they're not rooted. They may be rooted in something, but it's not the truth. And ultimately, if you're not rooted in Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai, then your foundation is weak, man. And the scriptures liken Yahweh Shai as a rock, man. The foundation as a rock. Extremely solid, man, unmovable. And only an Israelite, might I add, can only have this foundation. A so-called Negro, Latino, or Native American, or those that look like another nation, but their lineage goes back to that of the same people, and their spirit resonates with this message. They are Israelites as well. But this is what it's all about, man. Right? So the Lord have made all things for himself, yeah, even the wicked for the day of evil. Right? And let's get into again who this wicked is again, just to prove it, because a lot of people still don't understand necessarily what we're really dealing with, man. We're really truly dealing with Satan, man. It's the physical counterpart of the spiritual demon, Satan. Esau, Edom, the so-called white people, They are the problem of the earth, and a lot of these nations are realizing that now. They are the cancer and the wicked that the Bible speaks of, starting with those small hats, man. Because the same way that they're messing things up and they have this unrighteous setup, they could fix it. They have the money and power to fix everything and make things better, but they don't. They're making it worse. Because why? They're the wicked. So let's go to the book of Malachi, the 1st chapter, starting at the 4th verse, and it reads, "Whereas Edom saith, we are impoverished, but we will return and build the desolate places. Thus saith the Lord of hosts, they shall build, but I will throw down, and they shall call them the border of wickedness, and the people against whom the Lord have indignation forever." Indignation is a righteous, pure hatred. Right? So the Lord said that they will build, but he's going to throw down. So this system that they're building is not gonna stand, man. It will get to a point where, of course, we're gonna have to endure it for a period of time, but it won't be long, and it's not gonna get to the point where they want it to be. It's not gonna fully flourish, man, because the Lord is in control. So, and these devils are the border of wickedness, man, and this is why the Lord has to take them out of power, because look at the condition of the earth. Look at everything that's going on, man. People are mourning, as it tells us in Proverbs 29:2. When the wicked are in authority, the people mourn. When the righteous, or when the wicked beareth rule, the people mourn, and the righteous are in authority, the people rejoice. I might have mixed the wording up, but that's what it says, right? And the people are mourning. Look all over the earth. There's riots everywhere. There's homeless people everywhere. Your average individual everywhere in the world. Your average individual is living check to check, man, and barely getting by, especially in the West. Right? It's not even just a Western country thing. It's really everywhere. In some places better than others, but still, man, most people are barely getting by, man, and really struggling, especially with, this famine coming up, because, World War III is heating up, and it's that is going to affect the whole world. With the imports of food, and it's going to affect everybody. And it already has been, but it's going to get to a point where it's going to be hyperinflation and extreme famine, because the scriptures prophesy. Right? So this is why this devil has to be taken out of power. So let's go back. Malachi 1:5. "And your eyes shall see, and ye shall say, the Lord will be magnified from the border of Israel." Right? So again, man, these devils have to be taken out of power, and the Lord is not going to let them win. And this is the point. You have to really believe in this, man, because when you believe in this wholeheartedly, you're fully persuaded in your own mind, the Lord is going to sup at you. Because the Lord is looking for those who are meek and humble and who have faith. He's not dealing with the proud, and the undisciplined, the arrogant. He's dealing with the meek and the humble, in those that truly believe in the Lord, man, and truly believe in Yahushua, and truly believe in the kingdom to come, and truly hate wickedness and hate this place. Because if this place doesn't, and that's not to say you're going to be all just angry 24/7, but overall, man, you should be vexed with this place. You should be vexed with your surroundings, because everything around you is wicked. The society we have is wicked. The alphabet people it's wicked. It should irk your spirit seeing stuff like that, seeing that pushed on the kids, seeing GMO food, seeing the air being destroyed, hearing about, kids going missing, and then Epstein Island, and you know what I'm saying? This stuff should really irk your spirit, man, and push you to wanting this place to be destroyed, which is what the Lord is. That's what he's going to do, man. That's why we're hastening the day of the Lord, man, because let's get a precept in 2 Thessalonians, and then we'll get Job 20, and then we'll close it out. But real quick. So, lucky, I meant 2 Peter. I was thinking of something else, but 2 Peter is what I meant to call. So this is 2 Peter 3, and we'll start at 11. It reads, "Seeing then that all these things shall be dissolved, what manner of persons ought ye to be in all holy conversation and godliness, looking for and hastening unto the coming of the day of the Most High." That's what the prophets are doing, and the true believers in Yahushua. "Wherein the heavens being on fire shall be dissolved, and the elements shall melt with fervent heat." That's that nuclear fire that's going to hit America and destroy this place, and NATO and the rest of the cities or countries connected to NATO by World War III, via World War III, and as well as the chariots that the Lord is going to come with, and the archangels, because the Lord is taking this place down by nuclear fire. Verse 13, this is the point I wanted to get. "Nevertheless, we, according to his promise, look for new heavens and a new earth, wherein dwelleth righteousness." And this is the spirit that the hopeful elect is going to be in. Right? You're not going to look for this place to be forwarded. You're not going to look to really have a future in this place. You may, it's cool to make some moves, and you have to take care of yourself, of course. You got to maintain and whatever. It's nothing wrong with doing good for yourself necessarily, but to be engulfed and to be chasing the bag in this world and to be trying to establish things for the future and quote unquote generational wealth, no, man. All this is about to be destroyed. This place is about to pass away. The kingdom is coming, where our true peace is coming, man. Our rulership for the Israelites for an eternity, spiritual power, peace on earth, like peace amongst our nation. The curse is lifted off of us. The new covenant, it's going to be, it's going to, man, we can't even fathom how amazing it's going to be. But this is the spirit that you should be in, right? So let's get that Job 20 I mentioned, and then we can close it out. This is Job 20 and 22. It reads, "In the fullness of his sufficiency," speaking of these devils, Esau, Edom, "he shall be in straits. Every hand of the wicked shall come upon him. When he is about to fill his belly, the Most High shall cast the fury of his wrath upon him, and shall rain it upon him while he is eating. He shall flee from the iron weapon, and the bow of steel shall strike him through." Those missiles. "It is drawn, and cometh out of the body. Yeah, the glittering sword cometh out of his gall. Terrors are upon him. All darkness shall be hid in his secret places. A fire not blown shall consume him. It shall go ill with him that is left in his tabernacle. The heavens shall reveal his iniquity, and the earth shall rise up against him." So this devil is not going to win, man. He'll get pretty close, as we just read, but the Lord is going to take him down at the end of the day. And the elect is going to be protected and brought through it. Even those that may die as a witness to the name of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai. They're going to be risen right back up when the Lord comes back. And the Lord he's going to put the spirit on them to get through anything. But the Lord got our back at the end of the day, man. And this devil is going down, and that's what they're afraid of. So, Lord willing, this did what it was supposed to do in the spirit. So stay faithful, stay prayed up, and continue to endure, man, because, we're at that time. It's crunch time pretty much. So, Lord willing, this was edifying to the elect. I want to give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem, Rakakudash. Double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone. Shalom, Kwam Yasharala, and a Bible Ball.